Rob Indy. Paradoxically, the more that you yourself level up your own soccer skills, the more that you're going to be able to teach her indirectly, right? It's going to rub off on her. I remember I would play hockey. Me and my dad would play hockey with each other in the driveway, and we would just try to keep the puck away from each other. And I remember he would always stick lift me, right? So he would lift my stick up with his stick and then take the puck from me. And then I noticed that when I started playing in games, I would lift people's sticks, and not once did he say, "Andrew, you should learn this move." It was the subconscious, the learning that the unspoken learning that I started to really improve in my hockey. And so why this is important is because you have a lot of parents who are saying, a lot of parents, they'll sign their kids up for futsal, bring their kids to this, and they'll comment online and say, what else can I do to help my kids improve? I work at a restaurant that this guy's always saying, he's like, oh, my kids, this, and this. It's like, oh, well, I'm doing this. And I was like, well, did you spend, I asked him, do you spend 1 minute a day, do you spend 1 minute a day juggling with them? And he's got 2 boys that play, youth players. And he says, oh, no, well, he was saying, oh, I got this back thing. And he gives me some excuse, but it's like, if she's young and she's 8 years old, that means, assuming that she doesn't fall out of love of the game, you have the whole lifetime. You have your whole lifetime that you guys can start to enjoy just passing between each other and juggling with each other, right? So not only is this going to raise your energy level and fitness, it's just going to create so much joy with yourself. So here's the first step. First step is just get a ball. Invest in a size 1 ball. Size 1 ball is going to give her a competitive advantage, because if she's 8 years old, then the games they play in will probably they're probably going to be using a size 3 or a size 4 ball, which means, in theory, a smaller ball is harder to manipulate, right, than a bigger ball. So if just by investing in a smaller ball, maybe €8, not even $10 for a size 1 ball on Amazon, just by just by her doing some toe touches, right? It's going to be, when she gets to use a bigger ball, she's going to have a competitive advantage, right? The bigger ball is going to seem easier because she's going to be training on a smaller ball. So that's step 1. Invest in a size 1 ball. Second thing is, once you invest in that ball, you got to take a soccer vacation, football vacation. What I mean by that is bring the ball everywhere you go. The more that you bring it with her or yourself, then you'll unlock the opportunity to get more touches. The more touches you and her get, the more mistakes you make, right, in theory. And then the more mistakes you make, the more you'll learn. So just bringing it with you and indirectly her, it's going to help both of you level up, right? It's going to give you more opportunities to spark joy between each other. So that's strategy 2, right? Strategy 1, invest in a small ball, even a tennis ball, right? Even a tennis ball can help build ball mastery. Any size ball. So that's it. So that's step 3. Step 3 is take stock, right? Find all the balls you have in your house. Jump rope, tennis rope, golf ball, lacrosse ball, right? All these tools can be used in either in ball striking, dribbling, juggling, and or rehab, balance, and hand juggling, right? Developing hand-eye coordination. So step 3 is take stock of the balls and the tools, right? Jump ropes. Do you have jump ropes? Do you have a pull-up bar? Any kids, right? All sports is just what? All sports is strength through motion, and being able to be pain-free, so that when they're on the field, right, you got to have them strong so they prevent injuries, and so that they can last a season, right? Because you can't be having fun or getting better if you're injured. So if you look at some of the best athletes, they've been put into gymnastics, or they've been put into ballet at a very young age. So step 4, I would say, is start to develop an awareness in your neighborhood, maybe talk with locals. Is there a gymnastics studio? Is there a dance studio? Right, a lot of strength through, a lot of weightlifters, high-level weightlifters from back in the day were actually taken, and football players, I'm talking American football players, back in the day were all forced to take gymnastics, were forced to take ballet, and this helped them be able to just develop strong feet, core strength, right, being able to traction their body from, right, think about how strong a monkey is holding on to things that elevate them. So getting her into maybe some type of program, which doesn't have to be a lot of money, gymnastics, ballet, anything that's going to teach her some fundamentals and teach her just strength through motion, right? You want to look for a coach that's been around for a long time, who's got a track record of excellence, or just someone who you if you meet them or you're watching a class that just gives you a good feeling, right? You want to trust in your gut that they are going to take that are really going to guide them, not just into sport, but just kind of inspire them as people, right? Help them grow as people. So that's I call that. So that step is called soccer diamonds, right? Soccer diamonds are people, places, and things in your vicinity that you can use as ways to grow your life on and off the field. A soccer diamond could be the beach, right? If there's sand close by you. A diamond could be even a big hill that you walk up backwards, or you run down. It could be, like I said, a Pilates, a karate instructor, a kickboxing instructor, even having her develop, even if there's a boxing studio, just to be around, just to give her some, teach her some almost how to, not back down to bullies, or just to teach her some footwork, some sparring, any high level instructor is not afraid to teach a young person fundamentals, whether it be skipping rope at a young age, or some footwork, or even a high level coach of any sport can create, can scale any type of workout for a young player, and just help them develop balance and things of that nature. So that's strategy number 4. So number 5 is, let's say you are physically unfit, let's say you're bedridden, let's say you're in a wheelchair, let's say you have one leg or something like that, right? I don't know who you are. There's a ball online, it's called a dribble up ball, and there's a little chip in it, which means it links up with your cell phone or TV, where I don't know if it's your son or daughter, she can start, it's like having a skills coach, a ball mastery coach in your home. So she starts to play with this, she's interacting with this ball in this computer screen, and she's going to help, and she's going to be getting taught, she could spend a minute a day with the TV teaching her ball skills, and that's going to level up her, that'll level up her game so fast, because learning ball skills will allow her, like if you work on your ball mastery and dribbling abilities, it's going to allow her to get her head up. If she can get her head up, then that means she can start to make better passes and better shots. So dribbling is one thing with that, for the dribble up ball, that's real, if she can be consistent with it. And I think it's a great tool, because anytime that you turn skills development into fun games, that'll help. That makes it more fun. If practice is more fun, then games become more fun, right? That's because that's like Duolingo, the language learning app, is such a fun way to learn a language. And since it's fun, Duolingo gamifies language learning. So it's the similar, right? So the same thing goes for dribble up. It gamifies ball skills mastery. So this ball is maybe $30 or $40, and right, test it. See what she thinks about it. And this is something that you could do. You guys both can do. This is just a fun thing. And for $30, $40, I'm literally going to invest in one. I talk about it a lot, but I know that it's beneficial. But I'm going to invest in one within the next month. I should have one. So I'll leave those there. Right, those are like 5 strategies, and all will help you grow your life. And just in terms of your own personal movement, I talk about this in almost every single one of my videos. And you can actually make this for her. This is called an RMT rope. An RMT rope. But man, this is something that no soccer players, football players are talking about. This is something, it's like having a soccer gym at your fingertips for less than $10. If you start to swing a rope around and just breathe, this is gonna help you and her indirectly improve balance, timing, rhythm, coordination, running mechanics, explosiveness, which will all improve her juggling, her passing, her shooting. So for those reasons, if you go to your local hardware store and get just a piece of rope as long as you are tall, and or a piece of rope as long as she is tall, and you guys can both swing this rope around, I'll tell you what, man, this is like the best. It's not like the best tool. This is the best soccer training tool in terms of movement that you can possibly invest in. Nothing comes close. It's moving meditation. It's strength through motion that will help her prevent injuries and express herself freely on the field, right? Soccer players are humans first, soccer players second. So if she's got an injury, right, because if she's got a non-contact injury or she doesn't have good balance, she won't be able to be prevent to be strong on the ball. She'll be getting pushed over, or she won't be as dynamic and agile on the field as she could be. So hopefully some of these ideas help. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.